guys, this is Gitanjali and I am from Bangalore, currently associated with a leading multinational company. I tend to take minimum 10 interviews on daily basis. Each and every working day is lined up with multiple interviews for me. And how will I create the ice-breaking moment with a candidate who is a stranger to me? So I would go with this simple question, tell me about yourself. You can also rephrase it as, I would love to hear about your journey. Can you walk me through your resume? Can you tell me what's your past experience all about, etc. Any of these. Okay, so what is the main intention behind this very first interview question, tell me about yourself? Just two reasons from a hiring manager perspective. Reason one, we would like to know whether you know to express yourself, whether you know to sell yourself. Only when you know yourself, you'll be able to express yourself and eventually you'll be able to sell yourself. Okay, the reason two, whether you have the right attitude. 90% of interview success lies in right attitude and the remaining 10% is the skills. Okay, so before proceeding with the step-by-step approach to master this particular question, let me give you an example. I've seen in my real-time interview process, and fresher walks inside, greets, fantastic, takes his place, fantastic. So I ask him, tell me about yourself. He starts, my name is John, I'm coming from this family background. My dad is a farmer, my mom is a housewife, I've got a brother, my hobby is watching TV, running, etc. And in my extra time I hang out with my friends, I surf on internet. No, stop. You got to stop there. We are least interested about your family stuff. We are least interested what you do in your free time or jogging or your hobbies. That has nothing to do what you get onto table for us, right? So from a hiring manager perspective, we are truly interested only in your skill sets or what you can literally contribute or what you can literally get onto table, and how, whether they're making a hiring decision, whether this candidate is appropriate or not, it should last for a long for us. Okay, so it should last long, whether the investment made on the candidate is right or not. Okay, so if this is the case, when you start telling about all your family stuff, personal stuff, and you really gonna mess up the interview terribly. And remember guys, you have just few minutes to impress the hiring manager. Okay, if you mess up with this question, tell me about yourself, trust me, your interview is gonna go downhill. Okay, so better try to master this question. Okay, since it's the very first question, I'll give you 6 step-by-step approach or the step-by-step technique to tackle or to master this particular question. Okay, let's start. Get ready. Fine. So just visualize yourself that you're getting interviewed from my end. Okay, you can get inside the interview room, you greet me, good morning, and you take your seat. Fantastic. The step 1 or the first rule is mention your name, where are you from, and what is your graduation all about. Okay, don't forget to mention your full name. You must mention your full name. Second, your place, and third is your graduation. Okay, for example, I am John, I am from Kerala, I've got graduated in electronics and telecommunication engineering from XYZ college and in 2015. Okay, or you can phrase it up like, I completed my BTech in electronics and telecommunication engineering in the year of 2016 or 17, whatever. Okay, just keep it simple. Done. Your first sentence is figured out. Coming to the step 2, your next phrase or your next sentence. Okay, mention your projects or accomplishment or achievements, any of the achievements. You can mention any of your papers presented or research papers or real-time mini projects or any kind of national or international conference attended. Okay, you can start the phrase like, I worked on this XYZ project where I have learned coding, or where I have learned good content writing, or where I have learned good model making, whatever it is. Okay, so I worked on this XYZ project and I contributed as a like developer or tester, whatever what's your contribution in that project, and what you've learned of that project, what skills you've gained from that project. Okay, make this as your second sentence. Okay, so I worked on XYZ project and I learned this, and this was my contribution, and this is what I learned from this specific project. Okay, and you can also mention your achievement. I was awarded as a topper of or as a topper in the class, or whether I was awarded as the best paper presenter at a national conference. Any of these, mention your awards or any achievements, or I won a gold medal at an international conference, or my mini projects was recognized by Times and it was published in newspaper. So any of these things. Okay, mention your achievements. Okay, and then comes to the step 3. Mention your internships if you've done, and trust me guys, internships will literally pay you. Okay, so internships, never underestimate them. Okay, they are gonna build your network, they are gonna build your confidence, and they will always make you stand out of the crowd. Okay, you can mention your internship experience. You can mention from which company. I got interned from XYZ company at this place, and I have undergone training in so and so skills, and how that skills gonna be helpful, or how you're gonna contribute using the skills to that particular company you've applied for. Okay, so you got to mention that. You got to mention your internship. So I got interned from XYZ company, from whatever XYZ location, and these are the skills I learned, and these skills will help in the contributing for the future projects with the company you're applied for, or the job position you've applied for. You got to align it. Okay, you got to rephrase it accordingly. Okay, and the step number 4. Okay, the certifications. Okay, never forget the certifications part. If you have done certification, take the pride of mentioning it. Okay, mention your certification. I've undergone training. I've undergone training on XYZ skill set. I've got certified from Google, or I got certified from any of the online platforms in particular domain or skills. Okay, do mention that and tell them how that certification is aligned to the job position you have applied for. Okay, post that, the 5th step is mention your passion. Okay, never always take the space or time to mention your passion there. Okay, you got to mention, for example, if you're applying for a programmer job, it's a fresher job, you got to mention I'm interested in coding, and what projects you have done in that. What coding? So I'm interested in coding with Java. So what projects you have done in that? So I have done a couple of mini projects during my college days, or during my internship I had solved this problem. So try to push your passion into a problem solving solution, what you can give to the employer. Okay, or the position you are applied for. Okay, this will really catch the eyes of the hiring manager. Okay, and they would really appreciate if you have a problem solving mindset. Okay, and the final sentence is the closing sentence. Okay, how you can frame up the closing sentence is, I'm here applying for an entry level job or position, or any of the position, executive position. I'm here to give a great start to my career. Okay, so you can phrase it up like, I'm here applying for an entry level position with XYZ company to give a great start to my career, and I would like to contribute. I would be excited to contribute my skills, and if I will be really be happy to answer any of the questions if you have. Okay, so this is how you close the conversation, and this is what we are expecting from you. Okay, so this will really create a positive and a strong impact on your candidature, and this will create a very positive impact on the hiring manager as well. Okay, so you can follow these 6 steps to frame up your sentence, okay, and you can master this. And remember, try to quantify your each sentences, okay. Quantify in terms of 3 quantities: time, people and money, okay. You heard me right. Time, people and money are the 3 quantities that rules any business or industry or the entire world, in fact, okay. Try to give in quantities, okay. For example, I have done 3 internships. This is quantifying. I have done 5 mini projects. This is quantifying. I have generated revenue for my department by organizing a symposium or a conference. So this is quantifying. So this is the contribution, okay. This will show your skills as well, okay. So don't forget to quantify, okay. So guys, follow these 6 steps, step by step formula, and rehearse it before you go to any kind of interviews. This will literally pay you off, okay. Trust me, you're gonna crack your next interview, okay. So make sure you be prepared and rehearse to yourself, okay. So hope this was helpful, okay. Let me meet you in my next video, okay. Bye guys.